Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi here on the Lord Master channel. This long-running series continues until the very beginning of the upcoming Avar series in 2-3 weeks time, likely 3 weeks. Because, as I've mentioned before from the previous episode about the upcoming Royal Court DLC of Crusader Kings 3, that in my free time that I will try out everything, including figure out the opening strategy for the Avar series. But, I've already gone through great detail of my future plans in the previous episode, so what we're here for is one of the longest wars in the history of this playthrough is finally over. The Norfolk Suffolk War, as we would unofficially call it. It's a digital claimant war anyhow. Because the Earldom of East Anglia wanted this. But there is one independent realm here, which East Anglia is fighting, in which East Anglia will fully be united under its kingdom. Although, on a grand scheme of things, it's a small kingdom. If we're wondering, when did the Norfolk Suffolk War begin, for those who missed out? Well, let me tell you, it began on 1227 AD, and based on this man's opinion, in which he says, "You defeated me," which means the war was over on March 20th, 1247, so it was 20 years. It's not like the 30 Years' War, but the 20 Years' War. That's what would also be unofficially known as in Anglo-Saxon chronicles of the Norfolk-Suffolk conflict, with God knows how many died. And apparently, I just noticed this. It says hired notorious bandit. What? And, let's look at that history real quick before we get back to Amalfi. So this was the man that started the war. Even though that man is Franconian, not Anglo-Saxon like this man. So he was culturally Franconian, which is German, one of the German cultures. And his son, who succeeded him, later became Anglo-Saxon, or was raised Anglo-Saxon, didn't pay much attention to. And during the 20-Year War period, in fact this was during the very middle of it, he was assassinated by suspicious circumstances. Perhaps enemies from Suffolk. Marquardt, who's now Anglo-Saxon, is the one that led it to victory. And he hired a notorious bandit, he says, that this person was responsible for apprehending the most notorious bandit who had evaded capture for years. Yet instead of serving justice, this person recruited the services of the villain for their own ends. Oh, who is this notorious bandit? Is it this guy? Him? Unless he would have a modifier that it would indicate that he is so. Oh, really? That's the guy. The court chaplain of East Anglia. He was the notorious bandit. Sturdy, shrewd, attractive, and quick. And a scholar to boot. So that's the one. This person was once a infamous brigand, a self-proclaimed obtainer of goods, taker of lives, and defiler of daughters, before they decided to make use of their talents for somewhat more official ends. So he's not well liked based on his general opinion, but he's a pretty good fighter, all things considered. And we can't know for certain if he served during the Norfolk Suffolk War. And meanwhile, in the history of it, so there were 3 rulers during that conflict. He was the defender of it. Died a natural death, this one. Succeeded by him, who died of severe stress and combination of being wounded, assumingly during one of its deadly battles. And now you got him. Oh boy. Anybody's friend of the Jews. That's the reason why they're angry. And granted privileges or lack thereof. So it's pretty much a pretty nasty war. It's like if it lasted 20 years, then one would think, oh god, tens of thousands died. No, because the number of troops, some would think it's just a prolonged, localized war. Both of which today now suffer coastal flooding in that post-period. But it's Suffolk that is restless and volatile, which means there's a small chance that there could be a peasant revolt. And if they don't put down that peasant revolt, then all this would have to start all over again. One would think, right? Cannot believe I've spent 6 minutes documenting about a war that we weren't even aware of until the last episode. But now, the longest war in the history of this playthrough is now the still ongoing Catholic Crusade for Egypt. Started on the 23rd of May, 1234. And now it is 14 years. It's been 14 years since the Crusade started, and judging by that war score, you think you're about to win or whatnot. Well, let me be honest with you. They could have won, but they need to win a major battle in order to put an official end to this crusade. And yes, even the Empress of the Holy Roman Empire has gotten involved. But who in their right mind would want to do that? The Caliph... he restored the Caliphate. Really? Yes, he did. He restored the Caliphate. Which means once the Crusade is over, he may strike back and start a jihad for Egypt, likely. Or go to some other place. But since he's nomadic government and not the Ikta anymore, then that's a pretty deadly combination. A nomadic caliph. They've returned to their old tribal ways back in the days of... well, I don't know about that, because some Arab tribes back in the time of Muhammad, some were nomadic, but most of them were just settled tribes. But now... and one would think it's like, my goodness, they're returning back to their old ways. No, they just inherited that from the Mongol Empire, which, you know, those guys are still around. Yeah, Mongols still around, and they're still Tengrists. And it may have turned the tide. And you know who else is still around? The Jewish Khazars. It's still living in Crimea to this day. And nobody dared disturb it. Well, meanwhile, we go back to Amalfi. As we know, it is under the rule of Doge Vito, the wealthy. 21 years old, and he's a genius. And he just recently became an initiate for the Hermetic Society because he needed something to do. And maybe one day he'll write his own magnum opus and follow a similar accomplishment to one of our ancestors. And also kind of got me to thinking. Thinking about fighting one of those digital claimant wars, because there's that piece of land that needs to be taken back from us. I mean, I can't request a claim right now. Well, which one is... Look for any Italian-sounding name or whoever is ran by someone of Italian culture. Get a claim on it, and that's pretty much it. Well, son of a beeswax. He says no because the man is... Oh, this man captured a notorious bandit, unlike that Anglo-Saxon over there. And who knows if that bandit played a role during that 20-year war. For heaven's sake, stop talking about the 20-year war. You weren't involved in it. You weren't there. You weren't there. That is a titular title of Kingdom of England. Kingdom of United England. Well, no, leave it alone. But you know, all of his troops are over there. It's like, you're over there. I'm up here. Maybe we could just take the land, go take Rome, quit acting like a couple goose, and do your thing. Who's gonna stop you? I mean, you're gonna get excommunicated. What? Huh. What do you think? What do you think's gonna stop me? 28,000 versus 20,000. Our retinue versus whatever retinue that he has. Our cavalry will mow him down. I mean, I've always wanted to fight against papacy, bit by bit. But of course, it's a not so pious thing to do. But still, I'm gonna do it. But I don't think the council will like that. The council says no because the opponent is too strong for us to take on, he says. And pragmatist, too strong. You zealots, there's an ongoing crusade I want to focus on. Ah, shut up about the crusade. But you know, it gives me an opportunity to spy on somebody some more, so... Stop spying for a moment. I can't spy on this man, because you know why? High intrigue. He's gonna know something. I will defy this order. And we're only doing this to sort of the York claim. Because one of our holdings is there. We already have a barony there. All we need to take is this those two baronies, and a bishopric. There's no cities up here. Once you're done with that, move up to Rome, take its capital. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we sack the palace. One would think, right? Like, look, bishopric, communa, barony, bishopric, barony. A little before we start what you are thinking about doing. Hey, I'll take care of this. Caught you. And stay out. Would you look at that? The Pope has returned to Rome. Well, keep in mind, the man's got a very high martial skill as compared to myself, but I have Chinese tactics, so this is something that's totally foreign to him. I know what to do. And of course, you may draw the ire of the entire world against you. And if the council doesn't like it, I'm going to start spying on you. And plus, I'm going to frame you and get rid of you. You got that? I'm sure you people are just looking left and right, like, what is he doing? I know what I'm doing. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Yeah, that's a real question. What are you going to do about it? If I wasn't a Christian, I would be saying things like, where is your God now? Actually, march to a safer route, the long way round. And the rest of you, get on the boats. We will land here. God Lord, Ragusa's taking it hard. That depopulation. Do not worry. Whenever I have free time, we're gonna start putting, Oh, by the way, all these cardinals look different now. Look at the new clothes. Because you're in the 1200s, all the cardinals look like this now, instead of wearing that little crown thing. Instead they wear, oh god, I forget the name of that cloth. I used to know that. I'll probably come back to that. Perhaps in the next episode. Well. Let's hope for a quick resolution to this conflict. If not, then it's not. Just accept the fact that you're going to get excommunicated this war, but we can only hope for a quick resolution. My trust aspires to report there's someone within the court that's moving heaven and earth before my attempt to claim on the province pre-selected. Unfortunately, his name has not yet been discovered. I had a sore throat earlier and took this herbal concoction to make it better, as some suggested to me. Though I admit my throat does feel better, the medicine tasted disgusting. Can't make that taste go away. That lowers my fertility for about a year. I've been excommunicated due to my war against the papacy. Yeah. Do not worry. I'll get better. The Duke of Wag. Oh, I know where you are. He's currently in Havana right now, as he's allied with some of the other countries that's been dealing with those heretic bastards again. Yeah, Wag. That is over here, but that's in Windmarch. And that Duchy of Wag originally existed in Abyssinia. But he still holds it because he believes a duchy means something. Really? French Caratanians. One Anglo-Saxon. I'm surprised nobody's ever disturbed you, but the real question is, how long have you been an independent entity? Because they would say liege. Okay. Since the 950s. No, incorrect. Yes, correct. Because I was looking at the history of the title of the land of the Winded March. Okay, here it is. Duchy of usually found by Portuguese, so basically they've been independent for about 200 years. Yes. Independent for 200 years, left undisturbed. Okay, anyways, he came to me recently with an idea to reinforce our troops with foreign recruits. The plan is to send an envoy, ask it for help from his acquaintances, Cyril Domain, and check what he's going to ask to help us. Go ahead with the plan. Every little bit of help is appreciated. And I'm sure he'll be saying things like, anybody who allies with Amalfi will be excommunicated too. Yeah, everybody's here. We'll soon split up. Whatever repercussions he may ask me, I'll take it. But if anybody fights me in excommunication wars, I will beat you up. Or in his case, shoot you with my handgun. I wish I would make a sound of a, you know, a weapon chambering, but it just don't work like that. This is my brother, left-handed and strong. Okay, what do you propose? Oh, money? And that's it? Alright, thank you. Foreign recruits from the Caratanians, also known as the Slovenes. Well, they're the ancestors of Slovenes, but they're not, you know. Do we have a man who knows siege tactics? I'm sure they're still around. Oh, son of a beeswax. Hey. Meet siege engineers. Hagasun. Itugan. Kachi. I just need at least one of you. Because you need your north flank. So one of them just to increase the siege speed. That's the key. Three more holdings. Oh, by the way, forget to take an account of the winter. So we'll go to Rome while you remain. You want to be the marshal? Oh yeah, you're much of an improvement. Yes, sorry. I hoped the solution would solve itself after the baby came out, but my wife's temper remains a problem. I could try to tell her to calm a little, I suppose. Maybe one day someone will brilliant will invent medicine that does not taste horrible. Until then, the world awaits. What could go wrong? I'm going to confront my own wife about her short temper and hope that she listens to reason. That's because she's wrathful. Hey, you little hothead. God, don't tell your wife that. Don't tell your wife or your girlfriend in real life. If she's having a bad temper, you just get back at her. That's something you just don't do. You'd be suicidal to think something like that. In the province of Alexandria, there's a steel furnace. Good enough for me. It'll work. So that's where it was. What artifact were you trying to steal? That one? For the Patricia the Principato? Yeah. We'll soon have the objective, but taken Good lord. That is a lot of prisoners. So this was inside the dungeon of the Pope. A lot and a lot of based on these names, mainly Egyptian Arabs. And who knows, a few of these could be commanders, but based on those names, most of them are women. Release all their prisoners, and there he is. He was in his residence. What a big mistake he made. Wait, got you imprisoned. But of course, this does not affect the war score of the Crusade, because the Pope was not captured by the enemy. And no, you can't loot this. That'll teach you a lesson in respect, old man. There, she gets the county. That means 3 more counties are to be fought in the future for the areas of Monopello, Marsica, and Abruzzo. I told you there's going to be a few more wars between us and them. But alright, we won the war. We'll ask for forgiveness. If there is time. There it is. Issue Declaration of Repentance. Alright, what do you want me to do? Over the course of my new claim, I passed a long time with CK2 on Gania. In time, things are getting a bit more intimate, as it's now clear we may fall in love with each other. Nah, you're too old for me. I'll refrain from my sentiments. It's very pious. We've heard your passionate plea for forgiveness. Hey, it was a territorial issue. I didn't spit in your idols or whatever. But since your grievous sins was committed in public, you must repent your sins in public. You want me to humble myself in public? Oh, just spend prestige. Okay then, fair enough. I am forced to spend 3 hours kneeling on the hard floor in the church, followed by a public confession of my sins, fighting for rightful territory. Before Callistus finally granted me his forgiveness, lifting my excommunication and welcoming me back into the loving embrace of the Holy Mother Church. I have never been so ashamed of myself. Oh, well. Meanwhile, it's a success with the foreign dignitaries and all that. Until next time, whenever the old man croaks, we fight again. You did the right thing. While we still fabricate a claim here, a claim there, and possibly one more, just to finish off Genoa. In which they made a Grand Palace itself, which in fact, they're about to finish stage 4. Oh, I can't wait to take ownership of the Grand Palace of Genoa one day, which they got a fancy throne room in here. If they can have the Apostolic Palace, I will get to have the Grand Palace of Genoa one day. So no wonder why they've been spending their fortunes lately. In fact, the real question is... It's been around since 1142. 100 years later, it's about to reach its final stage. You know, I was thinking about building another wonder. And I would build it in Monte San Angelo. Which I was thinking about the Magnificent Garden. I simply cannot bear the sight of my father's fingerprint with his perfect body and happy life. After seeing how much he cares about his balanced diet and a healthy body, I started to wonder if I couldn't ruin it with just a few well-placed words. Oh, come on, it's your father. This is too petty even for me. Don't talk to your father like that. Show him some respect. Oh god, the adoptionists are back! Where they once sprung up. Brother, as you know, we are always in need of more ingredients to perform our experiments. These experiments are essential to uncover the mysteries of the world. I propose a joint venture to combine our knowledge in an effort to identify and gather ingredients so that our research for and the search for truth will not be halted by such worldly things such as material shortages. Well then. Alpedeos. It's a Greek. A wicked Greek at that. Wicked priest. He offered his help with gathering much needed ingredients for further studies of the mysteries of the world. But first I need to decide what kind of ingredients we need. Well, I am good all around, but how about in the forest we will hunt for the most prized animal parts. No grudges to behold. Together with a small band of hunters, the bishop and I set out to hunt animals in the forest and attempt to gather animal parts. These ingredients will be invaluable in experiments to understand the aspects of the world. Our combined hunting experience should make this easy. One can only hope. Alright, we got a claim. That's one. So yes, Genoa comes later. Continue to take a diplomatic approach, because that's what you're best at. Thought there was something in my mouth for a moment. Forest is full of wild animals. Even though they are elusive creatures, our cunning is more than enough to find their hiding places. Some of these parts will prove useful. You only got 2. What you got there is a heart and a kidney. Of a deer, of course. I still want a son. And only a son. Continue the spending of the increased size of the military. Hey, start spying on the vassals who don't like you for doing what you did. This guy's got less intrigue. I got my eye on you. The pregnancy has made my wife much more talkative and cheerful than usual. She never misses the chance to chat with anybody with near earshot. Unfortunately, most scholars agree that the pregnant woman should spend as much time as possible as resting in a dark room to avoid giving birth to a sickly child. Oh, please rest. 86%, so that means they won a minor battle somewhere. Resting in the dark has really helped my wife to calm herself and clear her head. She looks in much better health, and she is ready to deliver a strong child, just as I hope. All thanks to such a simple remedy. Hurry up and be dead. So that way, whoever's the next pope, I could give a damn what his opinion is, but I'm gonna get more of those lands. I simply cannot bear the sight of my uncle Ricardo. Oh, with his perfect body and happy life. I have to see how much he cares about his balanced diet. Oh, let me see. For a guy like him, a Lombard, he's a mysterious wolf protector. What is that lone wolf always standing around the far distance, watching as if it were guarding something? Tall and brawny. So I could say is, dear God, Ricardo, I could see your bones sticking out. Look at your curves, man. And those love handles. Love handles aren't cool. Ha! I can scarcely believe it. That fool Ricardo's fallen in my little eye. And sure enough, he started to choke himself with food. I'm looking forward to see the results of my little trick. What a lovely sight. It's a success. Huh? What's going on? Dukla is now under the control of Catholic Serbs once again. Justice has been served. Well, nobody seems to disturb these Cathars over in the island. Adopted? Not born in his family, but adopted to it. An uncommon practice, thus making him in the eyes almost worse even than a bastard. That's the band they chose. Bunny. That's what it is. A little more in stewardship, ain't you? Your spies recently overheard that the Duke is saying some rather unflattering things about the Duchess of Modena and Reggio. Concerned that the Duchess has also no love for him, might possibly inflame a rivalry between the two without anyone being the wiser. Make the attempt. That noise you heard, the wonder, Grand Palace of Genoa has been completed right on the 1st of January. And it even makes me want to build a wonder too, because I really want to build that magnificent garden here. And that's what I wanted. Because look at the things it'll give you. Fountain of Youth, but you can only have that if you are a mystic. And since you are a member of the Hermetic Society, this is the herbs that it'll give you. A little more health. And Vineyard, which gives you both private conversation and send alcohol gift. Just increase the opinion a little bit. This is why the combination of all this is my most favorite great work in the game. That is why. Yes. Success! A few rumors have been spread to the courts of both the Duke and the Duchess. It resulted in mutual dislike blossoming into a new rivalry. Now all that remains to see where this will lead. Idiots. I received news that the Duchess of Agata, my vessel, has engaged in piracy activities and her actions increased significantly of their infamy. Unfortunately, my name's also been tainted to this behavior. You know, so that means this Duchess is trying to be a pirate queen, eh? So, let's turn a blind eye on that one. Oh my goodness. You finally won. Since the May 23rd of 1234. And now it's 1250. It's all over. Now you are the King of Egypt! Or the Sultan of Egypt. Whatever you want to call yourself. Also usurp that title. And give it to her. Hold on. Weak ass sneeze. Now, anyways. Oh, by the way, I tested negative, so I'm okay. Just a quick mention. Anyways, get back to business. When the peasant leaders presented me with the petition to improve their life conditions in Alexandria, I immediately thought about a list of demands to offer them as a counterproposal. I want them to pay more taxes. I want them to eat less to tax them even more. I want the fairest of them to serve me at the court. I want the strongest of them for my armies. I want them to work more. I want it all. Well, apparently greedy is a bad trait to have for stability of promises. Unless you are a member of the Great Trade League. Marozia is going to be your name. But still no son. Son of a... I'm listening to a debate between local physicians on the best way to treat a certain medical ailment. Though I don't understand everything discussed, they're expounding on various medical theories and ideas, such as the full humors, how various organs of the body work, and what herbs that are most effective are strangely fascinating. You are both incorrect. Galen said that if a person is coughing and blood and, you know, because I have the scholar trait. Don't you mean renowned physician? Don't you know my tutor taught me that stuff? So I have an intellectual conversation, which I actually gained 1 learning for that. That means they're going to be back up the strength in the future. My spies have revealed that the Duke of Apulia is behind the plot to take revenge on the magnificent rector, Gian Leone. They have something messed between him and one of his supporters, so I have proof of their plan into my very hands. The guy who runs Bologna, the professor. Gonna attempt to blackmail him. Didn't pick up the sequel. I have no choice but to accept your despicable blackmail with him. You'll be given payment in full, and I expect your sides in this matter from now on. Excellent. You idiot! You know what that means? You've lowered the Catholic moral authority for that. You god-blasted idiot. You are endangering the Catholic Church. Alright, what is it? I ain't kind yet. I just earned a lot of money, which we should use that money right now. Actually, you got one. Expected cardinal coming up. As I was going about the province of my new claim orders for my interest, I was suddenly attacked by a group of thugs. Probably none other than the province owner. I need to fight for my life here. Well, just in case, knowing my successor is my own father. 2000. Together with my retinue, I shall stand and fight. I just got wounded, but just a scratch. A big scratch to my face. Oh, good lord. A master seducer of a mare from Benghazi. A diligent one. You might do. Oh, okay. You'll be the overseer. Podesta. You are an amateur schemer, so you took care of that guy. He's in hiding, can't spy on him. Everything seems to be in order. Is there anybody in court that doesn't like me? Oh, wait a minute. No, don't mess with him. He's an assassin. Not her. Too high of an intrigue. That's worth spying on. I'll just spy somebody at random. Oh, I know. The fat broad. What's he like? Real good guy. Okay. Don't even think about it. Run that health. Of course you would. Well, would you look at this? Domain size up. All the way. Thanks to my very high stewardship. And plenty of other things, including divine epiphany. Which, once you have it full, that means your domain size will go up even further. With the amount of levies. That no one, not even the papacy when they're at the state of war, could stop us. No one! You hear me? No one! Empress Ursula the Nun, the leader of the Holy Roman Empire. For how long? 10 years. In 10 years you have yet to be coordinated. Master Seductress. Which pretty much tells you that I wonder what she did when she was princess. I wonder what her love life was like. She doesn't have any right now, but probably in her younger years she had a lot of woohoo. I don't know, but yet they call her the nun, which seems hypocritical. Yeah, I'll be sure to attend. If she's still got something in her. You take charge while I'm gone. The God's adoptionist strike again. I'll be coming to death soon. Empress Ursula decided to call for the attention of all of her guests before tonight's dinner. and spent a great deal of time decanting the virtues of a good empress. Her speech was passionate and on point, enough to convince many of the people present that she will be an extraordinary ruler. Oh yeah, she's pretty extraordinary, alright, despite the fact that she's stressed. She has a fear of abdominal pain diarrhea, which could indicate that she's having dysentery. And she is a Crusader veteran, so she took part in that long crusade, but that doesn't compare to what happened in East Anglia. Of course, they do princely elective over there. So why did they elect her? That's the real question. Oh no, they didn't elect her. They installed by faction demand. They had a claim. She had a claim on the imperial throne, and then they decided, oh, put her. What if? What if she tempted many a vassal of the HRE because you know she dresses well and all that, and convinces many men like, hey, we shouldn't install her. And they were like, they're all in agreement. All the princes are like, yeah, let's go with that. Oh, never mind. She's got slow fever. Honestly, she might pass away soon. But still, she lived a hell of a life, one would think. Empress Ursula kneels before Pope Callistus II as her host of electors and vassals that surrounds them in complete silence. The Pope blessed her before placing the imperial crown upon her head and proclaimed her Empress of the Romans by the grace of God and protector of all Christendom. Well, long live the Empress. Put the ceremony if I could. The Empress bid me farewell and dismissed me from her court alongside all her other guests. It's good to be back in Amalfi. Hope you didn't do something stupid. I mean, I blackmailed you, yes. And I'm aware you want to take revenge, but you better stop doing that or someone's gonna get hurt around here. Including you. Out of the way, folks. I'll take charge of this army, and I'm gonna shoot him up. There he is. Later, the Adoptionist Uprising. The sun is beginning to set. My gun ready. After vigorously dodge one attack, my next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the man covers his injured hand. But rarely I've seen so much blood. Shot his hand. Why don't we take that with disarm his weapon? Smallpox ain't nothing to mess with. Piety is more important. So this is a team effort. So I become humble. Finally picked up a personality trait. Back to your post. Alright, loyalist. Not there yet. Hasn't been 25 years. Finally, this place has been converted to Catholic. But, however, those heretics remain over there. Curses. Alright, who's to blame? Friendly, friendly. Everybody's friendly. What are you talking about? Good God, man. How did I get that stewardship skill that high? They either been really cooperative or they've been doing well in their job. But nevertheless, this gives me a lot of troops that increase the main size. All we need is a little more influence in the College of Cardinals, then we'll start requesting claims in the future. When I get older, of course. Because that's how the system works. And if you don't believe in the system, well then, what are you doing here? Too young to be spied on. Oh, you finally come out of hiding, huh? Initiate, Elpidios is a greedy, slothful idiot who deserves none of his riches possessions. What do you say, brother, that we should raid his laboratory and claim of which should be ours? You know he helped me on the ingredients, right? It was not hard to locate, initiate Elpidios' laboratory. Starter Kills tells me we entered the castle while old Elpidios is no time for keeping secrets. He does know how to hire proper guards, he continues, tells me about the hospital. Let's go ahead. Well, I got a lot of money. I have a way of people on a heavy purse. Come to provide the guards. It's more money than they can imagine. As we step out of the shadows, the guards draw their blades. Posture and face changes. I pull out a very heavy purse from my pocket. After a short exchange of words and coins, Neophyte Starter Kills and I tear through the heavy door. What now, brother? What course of action would you recommend? Well, knowing who we're up against, he ain't got nothing, so our goal is maximum damage. Let's get started. Let's wreck some together. Thankfully, a laboratory is not particularly hard to sabotage. The place is full of acids, volatile substances, and old tomes as dry as bones. While I do not feel confident to risk a great fire, I heave the texts into a furnace and set it ablaze. Excellent. This will take months, if not years, to recover. Alright. Sardinia is ours. But one more claim. Genoa itself. That's what our future war is going to be. It's to finish off Genoa for good. As per usual. Thanks for the free piety. My mission: infiltrate the laboratory. Oh god. What happened? As we were wrecking stuff in the laboratory, the mission was not complete because he just died on me. This never happened to me before. I've done the Hermetic Society so many times, but I never had a mission end prematurely because the guy you were with just died on you. What a tragedy. before that favor expires, you might as well repay it now. I don't need money. Just ask for piety. You probably won't give it to me. Fraticelli heresies in Ragusa. Yeah, that came from Kotor. The most notable thing about my spies reported on Duke Nordipert is lack of regard for the Catholic faith. Indeed, his cynical comments are well known, and this would be simple to matter inflame the rumors and ruin his reputation forever. Spread those rumors. Thank you very much. Early in the morning, I was approached none other than Podesta, Verdo for Prince Fata with a strange plea about rigging my next election as Doge. Faced with a moral dilemma, now I must decide the answer. You want me... So I seized the trade post of Ragusa. Can't deny it's part of the very valuable trade route. But don't you know that it's a home of heretics and dead cats? Nah, I'm above these tricks. I'm gonna be both honest and just. What the hell's happened? Oh, it's a revolt. They want to install Tului. Oh gosh, he wants the Mongol Empire back. That's what's going on. Vultures. They're vultures, I tell ya. They're beating each other up, wanting the scraps. They're all fighting for second place. You know what, sister? You should, be matrimonially married. You may be lustful, but I noticed that you're also homosexual. Huh! That's an idea. But no need for that. Since you got good traits, such as quick, you need someone with good traits. So starting from 14 and up. Fortunately, since it's male, that means you could care less about the age of the man. But I'm thinking the winner is him. Heir to the lordship of Zatek. Oh. Ding, 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 we found a winner. Ambidextrous, tall, and strong, but be careful, he's a paranoid drunk. A Wendish man who is of dubious blood, he's mild paranoia, and has insane behavior. It's caused serious harm based on a sick judgment about reality. People are afraid of this repugnant behavior. Yeah, sounds like a good husband. Frickin' Mr. Idiot here. Hey, you got any rivals? That's something I want to know, every single one of you. If any of you got rivals, then I will be looking forward to, you know, success. That I'd be looking forward to know who your enemies are. Then I'll spy on them for you. If they're in a court, if they're within a country, that is. Here's a crook. This guy's got no intrigue. Sardinian Liberation Revolt. Oh, crud. Get the boats. They want the kingdom of Sardinia restored. Not under my watch. Cathar leaflets. He's an heir to the bishopric. He must not control the bishopric of Monte Cassino. Monte Cassino. Oh, so that's where Monte Cassino is. I only know Monte Cassino because of that famous battle during the Second World War on the Italian front. But I didn't know it was in that part of it. I mean, I knew it was near Rome. But you kind of forget the old line. Back in my old PC game I used to play, Forgotten Hope 2, I even fought in Monte Cassino. I was the American faction. My frank bluntness won't get me into trouble anymore. I've lost the honest trait. Well, I was never one to begin with, but I can be just. Who needs honesty anyway? Still an amateur schemer. Yeah, sure. But it's only going to be short. Temporary. Crossing the strait and going up the hills, but don't give a care. I got a handgun. My troops are performing with excellence, and my chest is swelling with pride as we keep pressing forward. I turned back to answer the call of a soldier nearby. Suddenly a sharp pain in my leg, gritting my teeth. I hear the enemy shouting, "Stay down, you squinted-eyed bookworm." Oh, you're a wise guy, huh? I'm doing myself. The sun is beginning to set when I met him in time. My gun ready. After he elegantly dodges one attack, my next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the man attempts to cover his injured face. I really have seen so much blood. So there you have it. Shot him in the face. You don't like that, huh? This is because you have the just trait. Midget shoes. No. Not how this is having an affair with a feisty goat. Just trying to make him look like an idiot. How about we say some bad about the Prince Bishop of Amalfi? Gonna cause trouble in some places of vassals within vassals. This is gonna keep going on until that revolt is over. It's just to install this new man. And it looks like they're winning, despite the odds against them. My spies recently overheard the Prince Bishop Argos Sanderson rather flattering things about Count Michael of Lecce. Considering that Count Michael is also no love for him, might possibly flame arrive between the two without anyone being the wiser. Make the attempt. Serena Hilt got into quarrel with the butcher's son. Apparently she demanded the boy to act as a pet, and upon the boy's refusal, Serena Hilt grabbed him by the ear onto the ear and spin him in circles before massively launching him into the tree. Serena Hilt is strong. That's why I named her that, because I knew that she was going to be a strong one, because Serena Hilt is usually a strong girl's name. Now they dislike each other. Again, trying to become at least a schemer, and I am. There you go. But you can't be master schemer because you already are a renowned physician. I might die. Be careful. No, nothing happened. Makes you people. It makes you people nervous, huh? That didn't last long. Before me is an endless expanse of grass and the sunset sky colored in pastel shades of rose and gold. A single tree is all there exists. I sit under the tree and the wind faintly whispers in my ear, singing the joys and sorrows of the ancients. It gently sways the tree and the shadows of the branches and leaves dance on my face. I wake up from the dream and feel at peace. He has an imaginary friend named Boppo. What's going on over there? Oh, peasant revolt. None of our business. You know, I never liked that guy, but I'll say he is the real traitor. Now end that plot. Well, the plot's already ended. He's in jail, you dummy. I'm sure he pays no mind. One day I was approached by my spies that brought to the presence of an individual with unusual talents. The proposal would be to forge a document that legitimates my claim to the promised target earlier. Expensive but worth it. If we're trying to get Genoa. What's going on in Genoa? Embargo. Should spend big. And also, don't forget that a Tengrist is running the revolt. That's why it's happening in Baghdad. Oh, jeez, I'm just stretching. You. Why did you do this to me? Is it because you desire Kotor back? He's an ambitious man. Nothing to be messed with. Well, plan a military operation against his provinces. See how he likes it. Then again, the land of Dukla is also known as Serbian Sparta. They value their independence very, very highly. Even today, with the country of Montenegro. Despite what people tell you, they tell you the Montenegrins are lazy. Perhaps that is so, but don't forget that over 100 years ago they were fighting for their lives out there just to keep a state. Yep, ahead. Here we go again. I just had a funny thought, but I don't want to tell it. Well, now I got a baby brother. Failed mission. Mission ordered to cause instability in the domain of the Grand Prince of Dukla. Ended in a magnanimous failure with several personnel were captured and killed. Unfortunately, my plans are not good enough to overcome the agitators' defenses. Well, let me tell you something. Look at the traditions of the Serbian. As part of the cultural bonuses. Despite the lowered revolt risk, even though revolts still occur, the morale of armies is up high, and they tend to be light infantry and light cavalry intensive. And who knows what the Serbian ethos and traditions would look like come royal court. Having returned from the battlefield, I still don't feel at home. My mind is here, but my mind is still in Seneca. Sometimes I wonder if I died there or this is all a nightmare. Sometimes I cannot breathe. Some solitude, that is all I need. Hey, brew me a potion. Let's see, a kidney or a heart? Gee, I'm not sure. How about some dried heart? It leaves opponent an aftertaste. Or maybe a kidney, I don't know. Might just combine the two. Screw it. I brewed the potion just like the deciphered recipe dictated. Mere seconds after, past my lips, a wave of pleasurable sensations rolled over me. While the peak of my bliss was short-lived, the first rush must have washed away, and the dispiriting darkness plagued me for so long. I feel different. Lighter. Lighter, lighter, lighter. Lighter, lighter. My pants are flying. Just the thing I came up with at the top of my head. Cramping hat. Well, looks like he's been overthrown. The Tengrists are back in charge. For now. But unfortunately, he does not hold much land because he lives in India. Which could mean more instability. This could break up the empire into two. I take a deep breath and I move my eyes off half-finished dish on my table. It's an aching stomach. I'm well beyond full, and the mere smell of food's making me nauseous. Yet I still take another bite. If I don't find something else to fill all these lazy afternoons, I might too fat to stand. No, this is too much. I need a diet. What a contradictory person. Gather ingredients. Good timing. How about we gather herbs in the hills? Put my learning skill to use. It's not been easy, but I think I've finally managed to get back in shape. Most of my old clothes have become too large for me, and I can run a flight of stairs without arriving at the top drenched in sweat. My diet is paying off. Gemma's a genius. Which shouldn't be surprising at this point. Hey, wait a minute. If the Mongols are back in charge... Now there's two liberation wars that he's going to be dealing with. And that's going to be a problem. But again, no threat to Amalfi. They're not as potent as they used to be. Three ingredients. Yeehaw! We got Genoa. Alright, return. It's all the claims that you need. Because you don't want to get any more in case I die or something. Right, when this lousy war of theirs is over, then in fact, go station yourself at Sardinia right now. Today you visit one of the vessels. While there, you both dined on delicious sponge cake. Or at least it was delicious till I nearly choked on eggshells. Now my vassal is highly embarrassed by his cook infancy. Or cooking with eggs. As he should be. You idiots. What happened? Murdered by you. You murdered my father. Yes, you may have a high opinion of me. You're a great counselor. You son of a bitch! I never thought I would say that so angrily. You're gonna get yours. You hear me? You're gonna get yours. My quick and strong brother. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of childhood traits. Sigismund made me promise that I would bury him properly and I keep my promises. I walked beside his coffin to Sigismund's last rest, and the wailing of mourners was almost too young I could bear. He died too young. He was 44, damn it. I should help his widow, my mother. She's been good to me. Yeah. Get on board. Sail to Sardinia. Okay. Now the designated heir will be my brother. But be aware. Are there any plots against me? No, sir. Spending a huge amount of money for this. No disease can ever come to these lands ever again. Be happy with what you did. While we wait for that war to be over. Well, it's about to be over, so we should start very soon. Advance. The cavalry will do its job to take 4 holdings and another 5. And then we go up to Genoa itself. We take the Grand Palace, we take everything. Yes, everything. So we are advancing again. And as a reminder, we control 44% of Italy. You need 66 and the Kingdom title of Italy in order to form this empire. So this is our next target. And of course, whenever the old Pope croaks, and we fight against Papal States again, for this, and this, those next 3 wars, unless we request more claims off of it in the future, when I get older and get more piety, which may look like a lot, but I'm still going to be saving it up to get a lot of claimants off of the Kingdom of Italy. All of Italy will fall to Amalfi one day, but Genoa must fall first. But I don't think you need a huge amount of I don't think you need a huge amount of armies to deal with them. So you should be all right. I think it would be wise to just send them to Genoa and them alone. That's it. The cavalry will take care of the rest. My competent stewards approached me one day with suggesting I call my vassals to explain to them how my realm is working. Duchess Petronilla thinks I could present my case and win over my vassals. My arguments, thus increasing their opinion of myself. Let's summon the vassals. Damn it, they got away. They got on board of their ships. Off you go. Hey, where's me? Enemy Commander Santo, court physician of Genoa. Shoot him! My gun fit well in my hand, and I felt the ground, felt firm beneath me. I moved aggressively and struck once, and did not need to strike again. After the duel was done, I wiped the blood off my gun. This sounds excellent. After summoning my vassals, I detailed all the aspects of managing the realm. With the help of my steward, I was able to impart a sense of confidence that no one felt like a valuable code on a well-oiled machine. 2 things just happened. 1, I became a distinguished commander. And 2, my mother. Oh my God! I know you can't see me right now, just picture me steaming mad, like I'm so angry that steam is coming off of my head. That's how I'm feeling right now. You killed my father, you killed my mother. Who's next, huh? You're gonna get yours. Don't make me commit a murder against you. Don't make me do it. Because if you attempt to murder me one more time, murder somebody one more time, you will be dead. Death will be coming to you like a sword of Damocles. Murdered my parents. For what? For what? And he's gonna attempt to kill another man. That's it. You're gonna be arrested once this war is over. Either death or arrest, but I prefer death! Wait, got him. I received word from my co-conspirator, enough that the bowmen are in place waiting for the right moment to strike at Podesta Ferdo. Alright. At least we're getting this plan in motion. Genoa and Sardinia is ours. Bring on the judges. Duchy of Sardinia will be formed, but it'll be the Republic of Sardinia under her, which shall be referred to as Duchess here. But it'll be a republic, obviously. And the taking of Genoa is also significant in such a way that you don't need to create the title of Kingdom of Genoa. Just the duchy would be enough. And appoint a local Lombard. Another Podesta. So there you have it. Oh, and by the way, now I'm the owner of the Grand Palace of Genoa. He already has a fancy throw room here. Ooh. Oh, this would be good. Another minor title. Brewery. Give me the royal bedchamber. An incredibly in his bedroom, fit for nobility. Increases fertility. That's not enough. Go get the ships from Amalfi. Hey, you idiots. They're over here. Bonehead. Son of a bitch killed my mother and father. I received letters from Santo expressing professional respect for besting him in combat. The man is surprisingly easy to talk about other things too, considering a part of me still remembers my fighting for my life against him at the Battle of Asera. Well, I shot you in the leg. But it says that I had to wipe the blood off my gun, so that means I shot his leg at point blank. Just pretty much tells you that Vito is a handgun expert. Back to the mainland. Crud! You escaped the aero barrage unarmed. I wanted to capture bomb and revealed my name. Go to damage control. Okay, now he doesn't like me. I'm gonna antagonize you. I need to gull him into fighting. And then I'll shoot him. Yeah, we dropped the plot because it's been known now. We could start over again, but you know what? I'm gonna decide I need to gull him into fight. Get him to challenge him to a duel. Which, of course, you gotta have a war focus for this. You don't have a bloodline that says you can just challenge people to a duel whomever you want. And I don't want to put a bounty on his head because that'd be too easy. Need to get him in a fight and then shoot him. Well, let's see. Killed my parents for what? What have they done to you? And that's what's in between. Hey, Irishman. Hato Urso. Guess you will continue Master Education Legacy. The population of wolves in Cania has grown to so much size that attacks on livestock once rare increased the number of damaged local economy. Are there wolves in Crete? The blacksmiths of Misrata have gained renown in recent years for the quality of their craft. This surely bodes for the livelihoods and for the local economy. That's a good question for any of you. Are there wolves in Crete still to this day? I thought they would be exterminated by now. Or extinct, I should say. Extremely mad at that bastard. Wait, Hermits. What did they do to you? Are you just that cruel? You pirate? Not a member of any society, I see. A famous bard settled down in Misrata. Through his music and singers sublime, he refused to perform for the wealthy and powerful, even when offered exorbitant amounts of riches. Instead, he prefers to entertain upon the masses, inspiring and uplifting them. Go ahead. Why am I still spying on him? I should be spying on that man. But I'll quietly attempt to blackmail. Well, you're not doing this quietly. Just do it. I'll never succumb to blackmail. I'd rather face the embarrassment of my plot exposed than giving you a single coin. Actually, I thought of a new plan. Just give me a moment. This episode will end soon once that man is dealt with. And it should not take long. He will not live past 12:55. A group of hedge knights come to visit Amalfi. Algolf, Egolf, Gilf. Met with them, ask him everything. Well, I'll welcome them reluctantly. Well, actually welcome them to a lavish feast. I'll be willing to spend that amount of money. And I'd be willing to become gregarious and get rid of greed. Because I need some of that diplomacy back up. Sunlight filters through the window. It shines down on me. I feel its warmth. The harvest of lemons in the Amalfian region from last year was unusually good. As a result, the local merchants have been raking quite a profit this year, given how popular the Amalfian lemons are. Made some extra coin on the side through contracts. Good timing, too. The hedge knights have participated in a minor tournament together with our knights of Amalfi. Sadly, one of those landless vagabonds has been severely injured. Oh, I am already just, so I could say allow him to stay at the castle while he recovers. No need to spend additional amount of money for that. The most notable thing about my spies is that Podesta Ferdov is a legitimate birth. It's a stain that will affect him forever, and it would be a simple matter to inflame the rumors to ruin his reputation further. Spread those nasty rumors. Tell him that you're a terrible person. I don't recognize my friend anymore. We had things we had in common when we first met and became friends and have changed and vanished. Whenever I met my friend, I asked myself, is this a person I want to be friends with? Can we really be friends despite differences? Well, tell me, do you think we can still be friends? Because I really don't give a care about Ireland. I'm more Italian-centric these days. I told him that I liked him as my friend, but our differences are too great. We have nothing in common anymore. It would be best if we're no longer friends. Well, that friendship is over. Yeah. Fortunately, the man is lawful. If I can antagonize him one time, this will get him into fighting me in a duel. And I get to shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him in his stupid face! And all that and more. Crud, my brother is dull. I wonder why you haven't been having children lately. You're stressed. Hold on. For a moment I thought I was going to sneeze. You got until... Okay, so here's the deal. If this man lives past 12:55 at the beginning of the new year, there's a good chance that I might commit murder against him. No. There's another way. I do remember. The Holy Maid. Oh, hold on. What is this? A young maid in my realms, quite famous recently. She reported visions of angels and saints for quite some time now. A few weeks ago, a child got miraculously healed after the maid foretold it. Since then, the folks flock to hear her words. The church authorities have investigated her visions and have nothing that contradicts to the Catholic teaching. They've stopped short of officially supporting the operation, however. Gratia Dio. Whatever that means. In Latin, I'm no expert. She's right. Pray for our son. You're no longer stressed. He is notorious for his pride. I'm sure I could exploit his vain obsession himself to my advantage in some way. Call for a coat painter. I have a very special painting of the Podesta delivered as a gift. I might become cruel, which I did. I like seeing other people cry. I gained a cruel trait. Wonder what he thinks. I just received some hilarious news from Podesta Firdolf's court. It appears the painting I gave him started a rot, both twisting the features of its subjects into ridiculous, grotesque mockery, filling Firdolf's palace with an unbearable stench. What an unexpected turn of events. My spies recently overheard. He said some unflattering things about the Count. Well, make that attempt. I gotta get him to hate the other people. Curses! What you gonna do? What do you mean attempted murder? I didn't try to murder you. Well, actually I did. Sometimes I just can't remember things. What? The Holy Maid has spoken well of my highness, encouraging my subjects to be loyal to your pious rule. She shows that the door to heaven is open if you continue on the narrow path. Well, now, I don't deserve such praise, but thank you. I'll be pious, so I'm a target of a good prophecy. Really? A prophecy. Incredible prophecies have painted his character in positive light. Looks like you made some enemies. Observe the sky. The instruments and tomes I have together for my studies, the secrets behind the stars finally arrived. Lens of different shapes and sizes, together with dusty old tomes written by learned people. This will prove it valuable for uncovering the truth. Again, after the end of this year, your ass is mine. Yeah, I've become a bit vulgar ever since that man killed my parents. He doesn't deserve to live. He doesn't deserve jail. He deserves death. I mean, look at me. I'm a cruel man. Despite the fact what the Holy Maid said about me. Says that I have a good prophecy and all that. While I'm meeting my council, I feel a headache rising in my skull, making it hard to pick up the different conversations in the room. Lack of sleep is clearly taking its toll on me. Shouting erupts in the room. Suddenly, Mania shouts my name, bringing my conscience back in the room. I'm afraid until she asks if I agree. Yeah, sure. After many a night observed in the skies, it becomes certain that there's a pattern movement of certain celestial bodies I've yet to uncover. However, consider putting this endeavor to rest for the sake of my other duties. No, you gotta keep going. Good sir, the royal bedchamber is finished. Oh, good lord. Throne of Skulls. Any character in the kill list. Well, I didn't kill that many people, so that's not possible. What would I want? What a trap door. A wooden floor hatch conveniently located right in the front of the royal throne. It sends a message to any other business. Hey, wise guy. I can see you're a bit stressed right now. You still want to kill that guy. Let's talk it out, alright? Would you come to the royal parts with me? Decline my invitation. How about I intimidate this son of a beeswax? And at the same time, spy on him. Again. Hope you understand how important this favor is. I got the favor out of him. And you know what I'm going to use that favor for? To call in council support. Before you meet your untimely death, I need your help. So he'll support me. Now I need a few more. My court chaplain. Isn't he one of the loyalists? No. Debated defensively. Bingo. Gotcha. Doesn't say call in. Support because he's not influenced by a favor. Oh, is he? You know, you got a malcontent counselor, so that could be an issue. Like that man. But he turns favor to me. Idiot. I need a few loyalists. This will work. I just need one more favor out of you before you meet your untimely demise. While pondering my courage studies, it occurs to me I have several items in my possession that could be experimented with in order to enhance my understanding of heaven. I'll burn Mandrake and let sense flood my senses. Right, I got a son. Yeah, why not? Let's name him Vito. Name him after me. Imagine a Vito the Second. Yeah. Keep going. Since I possess the Blessed Mantle. The Blessed Mantle? Let me see. That's a skull cup. Ah, here it is. This is a Muslim artifact. A white mantle of goat's hair given by the Prophet to the poet of Kabid Zahir. It was later sold by his children to the founder of the Umayyad dynasty. It's been with us since the day of Doge Cosma. Long time ago. Before it got into Bernard. Great Bernard. Since I possess the Blessed Mantle, it would certainly be possible to distill a portion of the mantle's power to a drinkable form. Huh? It could be done through a ritual including soaking a garment in infusing rose water. Catching the water is wrung from its bottles. To do it right, the ritual will be quite expensive, however. Water the Blessed Mantle? What are we doing? That is an Islamic thing to do. That's useless to us. Water of the Blessed Mantle. Ah, here it is. Told you. Muslims only. By soaking the Blessed Mantle in rose water, it's possible to infuse the mantle into a potable form. The water is said to have miraculous qualities. It would be good if you were a Muslim, but I am not, so therefore useless to us. I'll end this episode soon. We're going. It feels like we've been doing this long. I know it does. Now we have absolute crown authority. The feudal vassals may not like it, but this will strengthen the military of Amalfi to have an even grander size of its levies coming from its vassals. Yes, I'm just speeding it up now. Satisfied with my progress to conclude my research. Hopefully this will go well. Also, I'm not leaving this episode until it's murder time. Not to plot to take revenge, but commit murder. But keep in mind, you will lose that just trait, and you will lose a lot of piety. When I'm in the prime of my life, I'm not at a point where I have 5,000 piety and start spending it. I'm already cruel, so why not? I find myself almost buried in an enormous heap of documents occupying my work desk, which I have carefully studied. Yet there's still an absence of any observation about a specific light in the sky between two well-known star formations. Yeah, why not? That star should bear my own name. Yes, a star named Vito. Of course I'm going to be that kind of guy. Not so humble. She's patient. Oh, crud. You were celibate. You didn't have children. happens sometimes. Get rid of that. Sorry this may make you upset that I destroyed your reach. Why don't you make it your own? You're not taking a Versa away from me if I were to give that to you. Did it out of paranoia. I finally managed to stay alone at the discreet place of my victim. After a time of idle talk, Podesta Furdo of Principato turned his back and I did not hesitate. Drawing my concealed stilettos, I tried to finish my prey. The stiletto pierced softly to the base of his skull. Now it's the time to cause some bruises and small cuts on myself while asking for help. After all, we were both attacked by a dangerous assassin. You don't need a handgun. Too loud. Job well done. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the episode on that note. So in the next episode, he will become the Magus soon. Write his magnum opus. And will highly likely get out of the Hermetic Society, because what the hell am I going to be doing there for? And join some monastic society. Become pious. Don't be so cruel. Don't be so prideful. Try to be a very pious man. And get enough piety to at least 5,000 or so. And then we start using it to start requesting claims all throughout northern Italy. And we will fight big wars to take parts of Italy. Because right now we control 47% of the Empire of Italy. Taking most of northern Italy would give us a lot of progress, because there's still a lot of counties for us to take, except the northernmost parts of Trent and Genoa, because that's not technically Italian territory. And don't forget up there too. And subsequently did your claimant wars for... I mean, we'll fight against the Papal States on occasions. Stubborn bastards, aren't they? But still, I think it would be good. Oh, by the way, I never noticed that this is a new Pope, so I guess the possible war against him may come sooner than you think. We'll be doing all that and more in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.